5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of Operation Launch. We're getting to the good stuff now. That might have been the most fun I've had testing a product. I've tested a lot of products, but that was a blast. And then, I mean, every single kid in the neighborhood was over at my house, so that's pretty good validation, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we basically just took them out. Your boys were there. They did some videos for us. And then all of a sudden, your whole neighborhood was there. So
yeah. Well, those things aren't quiet. I mean, there's a little pop to them. So we were definitely attracting the neighborhood. But I'll tell you, that's a good sign. When you see something like that, where I think I could sell one to every kid in my neighborhood right now. For sure. I mean, those kids would have all run home to their parents and begged.
Oh, they were having so much fun. They were filling it up. So we learned a lot. Like the way to fill up the gun is a struggle. Like to fill it up, that's a struggle. They want bigger chambers because they don't hold that many pellets. But the size of the pellet makes a difference.
Yes, we figured that out. We didn't show it last time, but the gun that sucked actually worked great. It was the balls that were the problem.
Yeah, so what I did wrong was I didn't soak the balls long enough in the water. So they were really small compared to the balls you soaked because they were much bigger. So all your guns shot really well. Mine was just spitting around. But then some kid was like, hey, I want to shoot it. And we were like, yeah, go ahead. That one sucks. Go ahead and shoot it. Well, he put the bullets in there. And he was just fired away.
It was awesome. But the other thing is we shot 15,000 bullets in like an hour with those kids. So that was one pack. Believe it or not, this is 15,000. I still can't get over that. This one pack filled up this huge bucket with these balls once they soaked. But yes, I had to soak these for like 3 or 4 hours. I was talking to my wife afterwards. I was like, I wonder if that's a negative. Like, you have to prep for this. It's not like you can just go and say, hey, let's go get the guns and go shoot them. But she said that's way better because then it's an event.
Yeah.
Like, the parents and everybody can be like, okay, at 4:00 today, you can have your buddies over for an hour to shoot them. And it's not like they can just go out anytime. So it's kind of better for the parent and the kids to make it. And I think we need to, these are the kinds of things that when we're going through it, when we start packaging, working on packaging and working on our marketing is let's highlight these features. But one other real quick thing. So, we're wondering, why is it either this is a brand new product? Why are there only a few of them? If these are gaining in popularity, which we do see new stuff popping on Amazon just in the few days we've been researching this. But we reached out to one of our friends who's in the sourcing fulfillment industry and just sort of asked him, can you look around, see what factories are producing these in China? And the response we got was that it seems like in mainland China, these are banned. So that right there is a little bit of something to keep in the back of our minds. It's a little bit of an issue. We'll talk about more how we're going to handle that. But so it is banned over there. So it appears that it might even be banned to be manufactured. So a lot of these things are like pop-up manufacturers who are making these and sending them. So that kind of makes us concerned about potential like consistent quality, on repeat orders if we happen to go with different manufacturers. But I think you and I decided this is way too fun. There's too much opportunity here.
And I like that there's a barrier there. Like, right. Like, so that's probably why, but because all the sellers on Amazon now, they're from China. You can just look at their seller profile and see that. So I like the barrier. I think we're still going to test it out and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see what happens.
Yep. And I think the approach that we would like to take is there's a lot of ancillary products in this. Okay. So there is a chance that these guns, maybe Amazon, slaps them. I've had that experience in the past. I've told this story many, many times. When fidget spinners got hot, I started selling fidget spinners. and then Amazon just classified them as a choking hazard. So then they pulled them all, every one of them, except for a few sellers. Everyone got pulled. So there is that possibility with this. So we're looking at right now, why don't we, well, let's do a couple things today. Number one, we need to come up with a brand name, like a really cool brand name for this product category. And then why don't we right now source some of the things like the bucket, like the beads, like anything else that would be around this, while at the same time, because we can do this easily. We could get these quick. We can get our brand on them. We can get these selling, get brand awareness while we're trying to source some of the guns and make sure that all that is above board. But that gives us a little bit of protection, I feel like, if when we do it.
I think that's in there like cheaper. So like the bucket and the beads are super cheap.
Yep.
So we can do those first while we figure out this customs regulation stuff.
Absolutely. That was the other thing that we did here, was that this potentially you could get them manufactured, but what if they get held up at customs?
Yeah.
You know? And that is a fear. Now, obviously, people are getting around this. They're selling on Amazon right now. We see them. So I think it's worth the risk, especially if we hedge our bets with products that we can, like this. If we hedge our bets with products, these beads, if we can get a good profit margin on these could fund our entire venture into the gun. So let's take a look. Let's jump back on Alibaba here, and let's just spend a little time trying to figure out where we can find some of these manufacturers, and then let's start brainstorming brand names. What do you say?
Yep. So what I did, and Dustin and I kind of talked about this earlier off video, but I had a hard time finding like the supplier for this gun here and these type of guns here. So what I did is I just reached out because I thought this was the gun. I thought they were selling the gun. So I reached out to some suppliers on here, and I come to find out they were just selling the beads. They don't sell the guns themselves. So I told the lady I was communicating with, the factory, I was like, hey, look, I'm looking for the guns. I want to find out where these toy guns are at. Well, she knows somebody and somewhere and somebody. So she sent me a quote back for the similar type guns. So we're going to explore that because there's really good profit margin there. But then we talked about it today, like, let's get the beads too from them. Because so they sell a lot of different beads. So if I click on this listing, it looks like you're buying the gun, but what you're really getting is the beads here. And as we scroll down, you'll maybe able to see some more photos. But yeah, this is the brand. This is the kind of guns here where they sell just the beads themselves, and they have a lot of different. And I don't know if we're going to call it beads, gel balls, whatever. There's just so many search terms, but sell these only. Just the little balls. So let's see if they got any photos down here. Yeah. So here's some gel balls.
Does it show the millimeters? Because we were looking at 7 to 8. We want the 7 to 8 millimeter ones.
Mm-hmm. So they have those. You pick the size apparently.
Okay.
Here's the diameter. Here's where after. So we want number 7 to 8 millimeters.
Yep.
And then we get the colors they have. So like all these different colors. Us versus them kind of thing. So yeah, it looks like they're selling the guns, but they actually sell the beads. So we're going to try to figure out how to get the beads from them. So I contacted the supplier. We went back and forth through Alibaba. And then I said, here's my WeChat. Let's chat on WeChat. So I'm in communication with them now. Anytime they send me something, I just send it over to Dustin so he can look at it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is where we're at. And what else have we done is we've looked over here. You can see all types of different like accessories. Like this was what I was looking at earlier. This is some type of like grenade that you fill up with. You fill it up with these beads, and it like explodes after a certain time delay. So, like, look at this. Like, fill it up and set the timer. and then like it pops open and all these beads start flying around. So we'll see how this looks. I just looking around and found that. And then
That's
another
awesome.
one, yeah, and then like these little loaders, like that was a big problem we had, like putting the balls into the chambers. So we could get one of these little speed loaders, is what they call it, and fill it up pretty quickly. So just a lot of different products to do.
Yeah, that's why if we get a good brand name, I mean, these we can just sell all of these with no problem. We can get them going right away and then really spend time working on the gun, making sure it's right, making sure we can get it, etc. But even if there was a roadblock ever in the future about getting the guns, people still need all this other stuff. And there's
So
nobody
much
really branding
stuff.
around it.
Yeah. Targets.
Uh-huh.
Targets here, more beads. I mean, this is another grenade, like explodes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
There's
so a
the
lot
7
of
to 8. What's that 7 to 8 millimeter ones to the right? The multicolor
this
one. That's
one.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So 2,000 bag minimum, 31 cents a bag. I mean, we could definitely do this.
Oh yeah. Go to Amazon. Let's see what those are selling for. I believe I paid a lot. Like, what's that one right there? It was
16 bucks.
16 bucks. Well, that's the exact one right there.
You know, it's like $1. What's that?
They were 38 cents.
38 cents a bag. 2,000 bag minimum. How many are in a bag? I don't know. Lots.
It doesn't really say how many are in the bag, but that's 9 to 11 millimeters. That might be too big. Interesting. This is where we could absolutely get started, though.
But I mean, 16 bucks. Let's say each one of these bags cost 50 cents.
Right. Yeah. Delivered. Yeah. That would be, yeah, you're talking
I wouldn't
about,
fill it up like this personally.
no, we learned our lesson. This is absolutely the way to go. Let me show you something cool about this bucket too. Is this bucket like smashes down to nothing. So
Yeah, do that again.
Well, now I got to open it somehow. It's easy to push from the inside, but like it's like an accordion bucket, so I can open it up if I can do it right. It's easier to do when you fill it with water and pull it from the inside, but it just opens up to a full bucket like this. And so then
you fill it in.
And you fill it, you fill it up, and then it's got a strainer at the top, like we showed in the last video. So when they're done, you just dump all the water out, and all the beads are inside. But yeah, the fact that it smashes up makes it nice because we can ship those easy.
So I mean, it's 4-pack, 10,000 a pack, so 40,000, $16. Pretty easy, I think. Pretty good profit margin. Let's just see. Let's see what Helium 10 thinks about this. So they're estimating it's $3.20 for all 4 of them. Probably a little high, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But
yeah.
But look at that ROI, 210%, 43% margin.
And it's not going to take a lot of PPC. I mean, there's hardly any competition.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's going to be great is they're going to come here. Customers are going to come here looking for the gun. And they're going to need some bullets too.
Well, it's exactly what I did. I bought those orange bullets right there.
Yeah.
Because I had a feeling we might need some. And I'll tell you, here's the thing. We used 1 bag of those for our hour session yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to rebuy a lot.
And one thing I thought was cool, the color really didn't matter, right? Like we didn't care if they were orange or blue. It doesn't matter.
No, it didn't matter at all.
Yeah. Which I think is cool. Like we don't want to get hung up on the color so much.
No, we can offer variation.
Look at it like I don't want orange, I want different colors or whatever.
Sure. I mean, kids love the kids have their favorite color. They're going to want to do whatever. I mean, we can expand our way into this. We can We'll launch that listing as a variation right off the bat.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
And we can
Just a
bundle
little Target.
Gel Blaster. See, that's a good name.
Well, let's look at it. I got something pulled up here that I like to go through. It's a good website. It's called Brand Bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you some ideas, like on how to get some brand names.
Mm-hmm.
So here, we'll just go to the very beginning. Good sort of names by style, by industry. So by industry, it doesn't really have like toys. I mean, it says children and pets, but I think that's more like baby stuff. I wouldn't.
Right.
So one that caught my attention was just like regular retail and e-commerce. Right here.
Is there a military one or anything like that?
It's a that's a good idea. Security and compliance.
Mm-mm.
Vehicles, travel, sports.
I think let's do that. Let's try sports and recreation.
Okay.
And is there a subcategory that's going to go to?
It does. It does give you some other options here. It's like fitness, outdoor adventure, sporting goods.
Yeah. How about outdoor and adventure?
Okay.
Let's just see.
So 1,319 left. And we can kind of go through here. Now, sometimes you can type in like a keyword, like an idea.
Okay.
So to get that, like these are guns, so we could type in like gun name or like gel. Let's just type in like gel, see if anything shows up. I mean, none of these really make sense.
Yeah. Let's do type in blaster.
Blaster. This could be interesting. 2 R's, jazz it up a little bit.
See, that's not bad.
Bot blaster. It's not really a bot. Blastery. Explosive, bombs, blast, boom, blasting. Let's look up explosive. Now blast. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Blasticize, is that how you say it?
I don't know. Keep going down. Let's see what do they have there. What about boom? Like BOOM. Like try that. Like search up top for boom.
Boom. Let's do booms.
Like gel boom. Boom bango.
Boom banga.
But what's great about this is this is getting our brain going. We want to. The weirder it is, or the more there's a less chance of it being trademarked, the better.
Blast Sonic. Now blast. That one's kind of sticking out to me.
Mm-hmm. Do you see more? Let's see what that is. Yeah.
Blastric, Blasto, Strong Blast,
Coblast.
Coblast. That looks like a toy logo.
I know. That logo is cool.
Rage Blast. Boba Blast. Do you know what a boba is?
What is it?
A boba looks like a gel blaster.
Really?
Yes. Look. So there's these teas and there's these things called boba, and you put them in the bottom of these drinks, and they're just like those little gel pellets, and they're filled with something.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife loves this stuff. Boba. It's called boba. So that's an interesting one. Boba Blast, because that kind of look like boba balls.
Yeah.
I don't want to get it. I mean, you're blasting them.
Yeah. You don't want to get them confused.
Yeah, you don't want to
get them confused. Interesting.
Blast stack. Inner blast. Blast launch. Just keep going. See what else we got.
These are great.
Blast scope.
Not bad.
Blast view. So we ran out of the word blast. Now we're getting some other stuff.
I like boom, nitro
Boom.
boom. That's kind of cool.
Type in boom.
Add a boom. That's kind of cool. That first one.
Mm-hmm.
Kaboom with 3 O's.
3 O's.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, but you want to find something good. So let's mark this here. Where are we at? 22 minutes in. Jake's watching this probably. We can cut this stuff out. Cut some of this out. Boom mode. Boom panda. Mit boom. Growth boom. Also something simple, like something easy to say. Rumble ball.
Ooh. Okay, can you just go to Google and search Rumble Ball?
You like this one too?
I think that's cool. Do you like that?
I do.
Look it up. Look it up in Google.
A rumble ball is a yellow jawbreaker-like drug that enhances the power of a devil user.
Okay, scratch that name. But we're getting the right name. So type in ball. There's not enough with ball. That's weird.
Yeah.
Let me look up what the main ingredient is in these things.
Water.
I know, yeah, that's water, but there's something. It was a weird name. That's what these things were made of. It's a super absorbent polymer bead made of acrylic acid and sodium hydroxide and water. What about hydro ball?
So that if you find something, we can like star it.
What about hydro? Type in hydro. Hydro soak.
I mean, you got to soak them, right?
Yeah.
I'll just star it just so we can have it.
Hydro boom, hydro blast, hydro aqua blast.
Aqua blast.
That wasn't on there, but I was just thinking about it. Ah, dang it. Oh, it's a laundromat. Aqua blaster.
Something catchy, something like
I know we're on the right path here. We just haven't
like Goldeneye has those guns like PP7 or P007 or something like Goldeneye or something. I looked up paint. Let's see if there's anything with paint. It's not really paint. Burst of color. That's kind of interesting.
What if you typed in soft? Because I think that would be a good name to have that in there. Like soft shot. Even though it's not very soft.
No, it's not.
Medium. I mean, we could also go completely branded, like Nerf, like a word that means that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like made up word.
Deadeye. The shot. Gunner.
Reloader.
Chrome bullet.
Look at that one in the middle. Reloader.
Reloader. Deadeye. Like that one. That one.
I like reloader.
I like that. Sounds tough. Chrome bullet.
Reloader is in my top one right now.
Top one. Astro bullet.
I really like that because it was a made up word, kind of.
Mark fire, kind of like crossfire. Crossfire.
Yeah. I like Mark fire is not bad.
It's got the little water droplet.
Yeah. Well, the logo we come up with will definitely have water or something in there. I mean, our absolute target is kids.
Yeah.
Like my teenage and preteen son freaked out over this. And so they are in that Fortnite world, the game, I mean, all that they're playing. So I'm wondering what would be, it's just what would speak to them because we want this brand to be like, this is the brand for these products. pop. That pop right, like gel pop kind of is cool. I'm wondering if there's a way we could use, because that at least good, but it's also not like bullet. So many options.
This is fun though. This is like where you got a certain vision in it.
Mm-hmm. It helps frame the vision of what we want. I do think
pop.
This is why I thought Reloader was so cool, because it's spelled wrong. So it's like a name, but a teenager it sounds cooler. It sounds like they're playing the real game. And so something like, yes, like combat, but if we can make it softer, it's like if it can be combat, but somehow have it in there, but also a little bit softer, then it's appealing to both the parents and the kid. So this brand bucket, they actually own all these domains.
Yeah, like they make a bunch of them.
So Reloader was $4,500.
We could change it, like, I don't know,
2 R's.
Yeah, or something.
So I mean, the popular ones right now are Gel Blaster, and then that made up name, Anstoy, whatever that company is, but that's not Burst Tex. Okay,
So, let's go up here and type in Burst.
Burst is actually, that gets the water connotation in there.
Ready Burst. Now Burst.
Swift Burst, Burstling, Busy Burst, Primal Burst. Burster. Yeah.
Burster.
See, I don't know why stuff like that is sticking out to me. Like that to me, like would look good on the ball package, like Burster on here, or Reloader, or yeah. So far, my vote is Reloader or Burster. I think those are brandy type names.
So let's go through what we got. I know we've been doing it for a while, but we got 20 some on in here.
Let's sleep on this and let's think about it. We'll come back tomorrow with a fresh mind and these ideas in our head. What do you think?
Yeah.
I really like that rifle. I feel like it's limiting though. It's so
I like that the sight is different colored than, so it really looks like it spells out rifle.
Right.
Got the 2 eyes.
Right. I do too, but I think I don't know. It's so specific to a rifle as opposed to all the other things, but I think we can keep it on there, and I think I say we just let it, let's sleep on this and see what we got.
Okay. Maybe get your son's input, your boys.
Absolutely. Oh, for sure. I will too. And then we'll do some more research. We can research on our own a little bit, and then we'll come back on the next one and let's make a decision on where we want to go.
Sounds good to me.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, that's the fun part about picking brand names. Obviously, we got down a rabbit hole. However long this video ended up, I guarantee you we searched for a lot longer.
Yeah. I'll probably do some more looking later. There's other ways you can do this. Like you could go to the thesaurus brand name generator ideas. I like this website because it gives you a lot to go through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it conceptualizes it in a logo. That's kind of cool. So you can sort of see how that might look at the end game when you've got a logo on there. Yeah, so I think we've got a good game plan here. We've picked at least our product segment. I think we're going to go with the ancillary products while we're sourcing these gel guns. We're going to go get the brand names. So next time, why don't we dig in and actually start reaching out? We've already reached out a little bit to some of these suppliers, but let's go ahead and order some samples of these gel balls from some of the suppliers. Let's just get some quotes on what they say, and let's get started.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. See you, everybody.